Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for joining me for this video. My name is Leanne and I am in the kitchen, not in the garden again. This video, I wanted to discuss, at least it's happy sounds, right? For this video, I wanted to discuss some common garden ailments. I mean, I assume they're common. They're in my garden. I have some issues with my pumpkins, my loofah, my raspberries, and on my zinnias, which is basically everything I have in the garden right now. To start with, my pumpkins. I'm having a handful of issues with my pumpkins. One is pest pressure, 2, I think, is downy mildew, and 3 is bacterial wilt. Now, it's tricky, and I haven't gotten these tested by a lab, so I don't know 100% that that's what these things are. But from what I can tell, and comparing with pictures that I found online, this issue where the leaves look like the life is sucked out of them and they just turn brown and wilt, that looks like the bacterial wilt pictures I found online. And what I know of is downy mildew and powdery mildew. And powdery mildew looks like powder, and downy mildew kind of like splotches on the leaves and like basically kills where the splotches are and eventually kills the whole leaf and then the plant. Mildew typically is caused by like a poor airflow issue, and I think that like there is a bug, like different types of cucumber beetles and squash bugs can carry. Let's see what this says. Spread. Oh yeah. So the bacterial wilt is spread by the spotted and striped cucumber beetles. I took notes so that I could be accurate here. The spotted and striped cucumber beetles, they are oval in shape. They have bright yellow stripes and black stripes. I'm having very similar issues with the loofah. I think it's the bacterial wilt and the downy mildew and the pest pressure from the spotted and striped cucumber beetles and the Mexican bean beetle, which I could be mistaken of that. It's a ladybird that's orange with black spots, but it is foliage eating. It's not like the regular lady beetles that are carnivorous. That's what's going on with my loofah and my pumpkins. My raspberries, they're still putting on berries for me. And you know, I bought these plants this year. I have 1 blackberry bush, 5 raspberry bushes, 1 blackberry bush. It started on my blackberry and spread. So that's not a good sign. What I think it is, it's called raspberry leaf spot. I don't know how to pronounce, I'll try. It's Sphaerulina ruby? I don't know. All right, so this raspberry leaf spot, it looks like a rust, but I looked up what raspberry rust looks like. This is not it. I've been calling it like some sort of rusty something in my previous videos. It is not raspberry rust. Raspberry rust is yellow, and it's very strange looking. It's like alien-like almost. Yeah, that might be dramatic to say that. It is raspberry leaf spot, where it basically like splotches on the leaves. They turn brown and they die. So symptoms appear on young leaves as small as dark green circular spots. As the disease progresses, the spots become light tan to gray color. Later, the infected leaf may fall off. Severely infected leaves may fall off prematurely. Fungus caused. Spores are spread by the splashing of water. It says remove infected crop or burn them. Provide proper air circulation around the plant if the disease is severe. I have 2 issues on my zinnias. One is bacterial leaf spot, and the other is powdery mildew. The bacterial leaf spot, it looks just like that. It's just dark spots on the leaves. I haven't seen it on the flower petals or like the actual flower itself, just the foliage. So that is caused by a bacteria. It's Xanthomonas cabestris zinniae. It's a casual agent of bacterial leaf spot of zinnias. I'm reading this from an article I found online. I'll share the articles in the description below. The symptoms of infection are purplish spots, usually remain small, but they can become angular in shape. Spots may develop a yellow halo, which is exactly what I have seen on the zinnias. Spray the plants weekly with a copper fungicide following periods of leaf wetness to reduce disease incidence. As copper fungicides are also effective against many bacterial diseases. I don't know how I feel about putting copper on things, so that I'm gonna need to do more research on. I know that neem oil is good for like a fungicide, all-purpose sort of pest control. I usually stick to diatomaceous earth, neem oil, and Bacillus thuringiensis because those are all organic certified forms of pest control. And I use nets too. I don't have a lot of time on my hands because I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, 2 dogs, a cat, and 11 chickens to take care of here. And that does not leave a lot of time for me to spray or dust anything regularly. So I prefer the methods where you use nets because mama's got no time for spraying every single week. Anyway, that's what's going on with the zinnias. What am I gonna do about these issues? Fungicide, my go-to is neem oil. I get just plain neem oil in the concentrated form, and it gives you directions on how to dilute it for what kind of sprayer you have. And by kind of sprayer, I mean just what size it is. It doesn't really matter what brand it is, as far as I know. So far, the sprayer that I have is the first sprayer that I've ever used. It's fine, it pumps, it sprays, it does what I need it to do. I don't particularly recommend it over any other sprayer product, because I don't have a whole lot of experience with different sprayer products. For my pumpkins and my loofah, those are gonna be pulled out soon anyway, so I'm not going to use the product on those. It's not gonna be worth it, but I will remove the infected debris on the raspberries and spray the raspberries with my neem oil to try to help the plant become more healthy. One thing that I will comment on that I think may have caused this issue is what I used for mulch was yard waste, and that is supposed to be really good. The problem is leaves can like have diseases and fungus and all that in it, and you don't know. So it's just, I think that may have had something to do with it. Obviously, I haven't gotten it tested, so I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Shameless plug. I have an Etsy shop. This shirt is up on my Etsy shop. It says bloom where you are planted, and it's got these cute little flowers on it. It's inspired by my mother. My mother wrote a children's story. She titled it Bloom Where You're Planted. It's about a princess and a flower. It's a very sweet story. Anyways, check out my Etsy shop. More products are going to be up there soon. It's called ShopITGA, and it stands for In the Garden Again. ShopITGA is the Etsy shop. If you guys want to be kept in the loop with all of my gardening adventures, then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll be notified whenever I upload something new. And if you need a friend to learn how to garden with, I'm your girl. Happy gardening.